What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are finally getting started on redoing the walls in the garage because I have been putting this off for far too long. The biggest reason why I've been putting this off for so long, even after I have the new LED lights installed in here, is that I was constantly changing my mind on what exactly I wanted to do with all of the walls here. Now, my original plans in here were actually quite simple. There used to be wooden cabinets from floor to ceiling up along this back wall, and the first thing I did way back in January was demo and remove those completely. After removing those cabinets on that wall, I discovered that there was in fact a plywood wall right there, and that's where this plywood came from. My next plan was going to be just fill in a piece right there where the cabinets used to cover, as well as filling in a piece right there with some new plywood. That is exactly where this stuff came from right here. It's already actually ripped to size and everything. It's ready to go. Then last but not least, I was going to get rid of this hideous yellow color on the wall right here and just paint all three of these walls a nice plain white color. However, after a few weeks of this plywood wall sitting, as you can tell, it's obviously not up anymore. I discovered that this stuff was kind of starting to fall forward. In order to figure out what was going on, I decided I was going to take this old plywood off of this wall and see what was going on. After I took that plywood off, I was kind of surprised to see that there's a drywalled wall behind it with regular old studs, and then this framing, the reason it was falling forward, isn't actually attached to anything, as you can probably see right there. This is just loosely fit in place, so I have really no idea why there's a drywalled wall, a pressure fit wood framing with plywood on it, and then it was covered up with floor to ceiling cabinets. So I have no idea what was going on, but as you can also see, once I was taking the plywood off this wall, the drywall all along the bottom started to crumble. At that point, I also started to try and clean up this section to fill it in with the new plywood. And once again, the drywall at the bottom started to crumble. It actually started to crumble all along this entire bottom wall right here. I had to take this bottom panel off all the way almost to about right here. As you can see, it is all rotted and missing chunks at the bottom. And there's the same story over in this section when I was trying to clean this up. Now, to circle back around to where we're at today and what my tentative plan is going forward, is that we're gonna continue removing and demoing this wall, this wood framing, and the drywall, because as you can tell, it's already crumbling at the bottom anyway. Then, to continue removing all of this crappy, broken up, crumbling drywall, we're gonna take all of the wood off of this wall. Once we get this wood off of this wall, we're gonna try and salvage and save as much of it as we can. And if we have enough at the end of the day, we're gonna take this wood and put it up against that wall, because most of this stuff should be in good shape. Hopefully it lasts and doesn't completely fall apart after I have to go ahead and pry all of these nail heads out to get the stuff off the wall. But that is a tentative plan right here. We're gonna take this wood off so we can get access to the drywall and remove that. Then take this wood, cut it to size, put it on that wall. Then we're gonna go ahead, get some more of this nice new plywood and put that all along the wall, all the way here, wrap around, up and over and down against the garage door wall right there. Then last but not least, we're finally gonna get rid of this hideous yellow color right here and paint this wall completely white. Now, if we are able to save this wood for that wall, I might just go ahead and paint all three of these walls, well, 4 over here as well, just paint the whole garage white. However, if this wood ends up falling apart or it's not in as good shape as I thought it is looking at it right now, and we end up having to put new plywood like this up on that wall, I might just leave these walls right here with all the new plywood, plain raw plywood, and then only paint this wall right here, because I do think this plywood would look just as good as white walls, and it's just one less thing I have to paint because I absolutely hate painting. And now that insanely overly long-winded explanation is out of the way, let's get started on this, because this is either gonna go one of two ways where everything's gonna go smooth. This wall in particular is gonna come off nice and easy, or it's gonna be a total pain in the butt and fight me the entire way. But there's a million nails in here. We still gotta do the other wall over there. So let's just get started with the demo and get right into this. Well, totally forgot to hit the record button when I was taking the framing off of that wall, but as you can see, it's on the ground now. This wasn't really attached to anything, like I said earlier, so it came off pretty easy, pretty quick. But yeah, now we're gonna move on to this wall, and hopefully I remember to hit the record button this time. Let's get into it. Not a single one of these was in a stud. I have no idea what these were for. This little mask probably not doing a single thing for me, but only thing I got, so we're gonna use it. Alrighty, well that wasn't so bad. That took all of 8 minutes exactly. But as you can see, we got a total mess everywhere. And we have about 7 million nails that we need to go and take out, because this is such old drywall that this was before they used screws for this stuff. So we gotta go ahead, take every one of these nails out, which is gonna be an absolute nightmare. But that wall's done. Now we're just gonna get the drywall off of this wall. Let's do this. And just like that, this wall is completely done. I then took the time off camera to remove every single one of the like hundreds of nails in every single one of these studs. I took the drywall and the wood off that was left up here. So that's all cleaned up. This is all cleaned up. This is ready to go. But on that note, guys, we're gonna wrap up today's video. That's enough for today. It's actually pretty late right now. And as you can see, I still have a ton of stuff that I need to clean up. But so far, so good. Drywall came down nice and easy. Wood came down nice and easy. I don't know if we're gonna end up saving that stuff, because there's a million nails in it, and I don't feel like taking all the nails out. A bunch of it's split and stuff like that, so we'll see. Might just go to the store, buy some new plywood for this back wall. One right there, just make things a heck of a lot easier. Then hopefully that's one less thing we have to paint, because this plywood is actually a decent color, and all we have to do is paint that wall. But like I said, we're gonna wrap up today, just demoing this video. Hopefully the next one we can bang this all out, get this all wrapped up. But for now, peace out. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Real quick, but look at how many nails we're holding up that drywall. I'm so happy that you don't use nails to hold drywall in anymore, because that was a total pain in the butt taking all of those out.